Fyodor Dostoevsky was one of the greatest novelists in world literature, a profound thinker whose works explored the depths of the human soul, morality, and the conflict between faith and reason. Born in Moscow in 1821 to a family of modest means, Dostoevsky grew up in an environment marked by strict discipline and deep religious sentiment. His father, a doctor at the Mariinsky Hospital for the Poor, was known for his authoritarian character, while his mother, a gentle and devout woman, instilled in him a lasting Christian faith. From an early age, Dostoevsky was fascinated by literature and philosophy, reading voraciously the works of Pushkin, Shakespeare, and the German Romantics. He was educated at the Military Engineering Academy in St. Petersburg, but his passion for writing soon prevailed over a military career. His literary debut came in 1846 with Poor Folk, a novel written in epistolary form that gained him immediate acclaim and established him as a promising voice of the new Russian realism. However, his early success was followed by years of hardship and transformation. In 1849, Dostoevsky was arrested for participating in the Petrashevsky Circle, a group of intellectuals accused of spreading socialist ideas. He was sentenced to death, but at the last moment, the execution was commuted to 4 years of hard labor in a Siberian prison camp, followed by forced military service. This traumatic experience profoundly marked his spirit and worldview, awakening in him a deep empathy for suffering and a renewed religious conviction. Upon his return from Siberia, Dostoevsky began a new phase of his career, characterized by works that explored the psychology of crime, guilt, and redemption. His novels delved into the contradictions of the human condition, portraying characters torn between reason and passion, sin and faith, despair and salvation. Notes from Underground, 1864, is considered a precursor of existentialist thought, presenting a narrator who rebels against rationalist optimism and exposes the absurdity of human freedom. Dostoevsky's masterpieces followed in rapid succession: Crime and Punishment, 1866, The Idiot, 1869, Demons, 1872, and The Brothers Karamazov, 1880. In Crime and Punishment, he examines the tormented conscience of Raskolnikov, a poor student who commits murder to test the theory about moral superiority, only to be destroyed by guilt and ultimately redeemed through suffering. The Idiot offers a vision of pure goodness embodied in Prince Myshkin, a Christ-like figure crushed by the corruption of society. Demons is a dark political novel inspired by the rise of revolutionary nihilism in Russia, while The Brothers Karamazov, his final and most philosophical work, explores faith, doubt, and the moral struggle between good and evil within the same family. Dostoevsky's writing style is intense, emotional, and polyphonic, filled with inner monologues and dialogues that mirror the chaos of the human psyche. His ability to depict psychological conflict and moral ambiguity influenced countless later writers, including Nietzsche, Freud, Kafka, and Camus. Beyond his novels, Dostoevsky's life was a continuous battle against poverty, illness, and addiction to gambling, yet he continued to write with an extraordinary sense of mission. His letters and notebooks reveal a man who sought to reconcile human suffering with divine providence, convinced that salvation could only be achieved through compassion and faith in God. He married twice, first to Maria Dmitrievna and later to his devoted stenographer Anya Grigorievna Snitkina, who became his most loyal companion and preserved his legacy after his death. Fyodor Dostoevsky died in St. Petersburg in 1881 at the age of 59, leaving behind a body of work that forever changed the course of modern literature. His novels remain timeless explorations of the human condition, where reason and emotion, despair and hope coexist in a fragile balance. Through his profound understanding of suffering, sin, and redemption, Dostoevsky gave voice to the eternal struggle within the human heart, making him not only a novelist, but also a prophet of the modern age.